Is it a good time to buy Ondo, and what is this RWA cryptocurrency? Well, in this video, we will cover everything you need to know about Ondo Finance, what we like about it, as well as some top tier technical analysis provided by the legendary pro trader Sailorman Crypto, and some rough bull run price predictions. So before we begin, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and let's dive straight into it. Now, for those who are completely new as to what Ondo Finance is, we're going to give you a brief introduction as to what they are and how they operate. Now, Ondo is a decentralized finance protocol focused on bringing traditional financial assets with blockchain technology. Specifically, it tokenizes real-world assets like US treasuries, corporate bonds, and other yield-bearing securities, and makes them accessible on-chain to both institutions and crypto users like you and me. So, its core product is OSUG, a tokenized version of short-term US treasury bills. When you hodl OUSG, you're essentially holding exposure to US government debt, one of the most secure and liquid assets in the world. The yield you earn comes directly from the interest generated by these bonds, and around 4 to 5% annually depending on the market. The actual bonds are held in a regulated custodial account managed by a third party, and Ondo's system issues OUSG tokens that are fully backed one-to-one by those assets. Absolutely insane. Ondo also offers other institutional grade products like OMMF for money market funds, and is working on expanding access to additional yield generating real world assets, including corporate credit and structured products. And to us, what sets Ondo apart is its focus on compliance and transparency. They work with qualified custodians like BlackRock and use institutional frameworks like the US SEC's rule to issue compliant tokenized securities. While some of these tokens are restricted to investors in the US, non-US users can gain access through DeFi platforms or secondary markets. Now, Ondo's broader vision is to become the BlackRock of tokenized finance, enabling anyone, anywhere to earn stable real-world yield using crypto rails. And not too long ago, they also launched Flux Finance, a DeFi lending protocol where users can borrow and lend against these tokenized RWAs, creating a full ecosystem where traditional and digital finance converge into one beautiful protocol. This isn't just about bringing assets on chain, it's about making them programmable, composable, and globally accessible while staying legally compliant and capital efficient. So you can learn more about Ondo Finance. If you would like a further deep dive, you can let us know. However, on their website, you can find out all the information you need to know about Ondo Finance. Nonetheless, my friends, we are now going to go through all of the Ondo token utilities, because that is the reason why many of you are going to be wondering whether or not it is a good token to hold, and of course, whether or not the technical analysis of this token is looking good. So to start off with, the first and primary utility is the fact that Ondo is a governance token, enabling users like you and me to vote on protocol decisions such as adding new tokenized products, whether or not that's a real world asset, or whether or not that's adjusting protocol features for products like OUSG or Flux Finance, or whether or not that's adjusting the treasury and ecosystem incentives, or even changes to partnerships, integrations, and so much more. Also, guys, it is used for incentives and rewards. Incentives could apply to Flux Finance users, those who are lending out or borrowing assets within the Ondo ecosystem. This also includes stakers or liquidity pool providers on the Ondo related pools, or even participants in referral or onboarding campaigns. Alongside the incentives, we've also got Ondo points, which enables us to earn points within the ecosystem, which may also qualify us for airdrops and other rewards along the way. Up next, we've got staking, and right now we can't actually stake Ondo on their platform, which I've seen so far. However, what we can do is you can stake Ondo tokens on third-party exchanges in order to earn yield on top of your Ondo. Nonetheless, in the future, they're looking to expand their staking mechanisms where holders can lock Ondo to earn protocol fees or yield, gain increased governance weight, enabling you to have a better vote on your proposals, and obviously support protocol security and product adoption. Nonetheless, Ondo also serves as a medium of exchange or collateral in DeFi products built by Ondo, such as Flux Finance or tokenized asset platforms for treasury or money market funds. However, in the future, Ondo could be integrated into third-party DeFi platforms through collaborations and liquidity incentives. This could be Aave, this could be Compound Finance, or many other borrowing and lending protocols or liquidity protocols, of which are in the DeFi ecosystem of Ethereum and many other EVM chains. However, last and finally, we have ecosystem access. So by simply hodling the Ondo token, you unlock priority access to new new tokenized asset products, governance forums, and so much more, encouraging users to hodl the Ondo token to access so many more features. However, guys, I am very fond of the Ondo token utilities, but we are now here to show you some beautiful technical analysis by the legendary pro trader Sailor Man Crypto, also known as Popeye. Now, this legend you must be following over on X, and you must have those notification bells turned on so you don't miss some top tier technical analysis on all of the biggest and best cryptocurrencies out there. Guys, I hope you're following him, because without this guy, I would know nothing about technical analysis, and I still don't, but this guy gives me a helping hand and gives you a helping hand by providing you with legendary technical analysis like so. So thanks to Crypto Popeye, we can now go through this technical analysis all provided for us, because myself, I have no idea what I'm talking about when it comes to TA. So thank you so much, Popeye. Let's dive into your technical analysis. So Ondo has a relatively young chart, just 1.5 years old. But what a ride so far. If we zoom out and look at the weekly chart, we can clearly see that we have been basically holding our perfect bullish structure on higher timeframes. So we can see that here, guys, which Crypto Popeye has provided us. Now, in fact, despite the downtrend we had seen in the last few months, Ondo has managed to print a new higher low, holding above the key support level at 70 to 73 cents, saving the chart for a potential bearish break. As long as this support level holds, we simply assume the chart keeps doing what it has been doing since its launch, forming a series of higher highs and higher lows. So if the higher low holds, we aim for a fresh higher high above that last one at $2.15 beautiful cents. So over on CoinMarketCap, on the left hand side, we can see here that Ondo has seen an all-time high of $2.14, $2.15, give or take. Therefore, that is the all-time high that was created in December of 2024, only 5-6 months ago. Therefore, this is our next target, that $2.15 price point. Hopefully, guys, we are going to be seeing that higher low hold, of which we should then see that all-time high break. On the daily, we are starting to see very positive developments. As you can see in blue, we have started to trade in a perfectly bullish structure with higher highs followed by higher lows. You can see that here provided with the blue marks. Nonetheless, now we are starting to face some resistance at the key level of $1.10. This level has proven to be very important in the past, so it is normal to experience an initial rejection of the first attempt. Bulls, now we need to defend the structure and hold above 80 cents. Any price around there would present a solid buy the dip opportunity within the reclaimed bullish trend. Wow, guys, this is something that I am definitely going to be keeping an eye on. For me, Ondo is one that I've been hodling in my portfolio for a while now, and by looking at this technical analysis, I am definitely going to be following this, in my personal opinion, to catch the buy the dip opportunity, if of course it does happen. Above all, we need to break through that resistance at $1.10. Only then can we expect a full bullish resumption, leading us towards higher highs on the weekly chart and potentially reaching a fresh all-time high above that $2.15 price point. In summary, we are cautiously optimistic that we have entered a new bullish phase, potentially paving the way for a significant rally. However, we remain cautious until we successfully surpass that local resistance. So guys, you know exactly what to do. Thanks to Crypto Popeye, we need to keep a close eye on this, because if we do, we want to get that buy the dip opportunity. Well, I do anyway. So guys, take this information as you please, but the legend Crypto Popeye has provided us with some serious technical analysis, which will help us to make our choices. Now, bear in mind, guys, that we are not financial advisors and we do not give any financial advice. You must always conduct your own research and always use a burner wallet if you feel more comfortable. Nonetheless, if you are looking for technical analysis updates, in my personal opinion, you can't get any better than Sailor Man Crypto and Richard on the AltCryptoTalk team. So I'm going to leave their profiles in the description down below, so make sure you're giving them a follow and turning on the notification bells. Thank you so much, Sailor Man Crypto, and we are now going to move on to some bullish price predictions for the Ondo token. So in the bull run, where do I see this token going? Well, in my personal opinion, guys, I personally believe it could definitely break its all-time high, as we have seen on this technical analysis. However, assuming that we do hit those targets and assuming that we are going to be breaking those all-time highs, where do I see it going? Well, there are so many things that I love about Ondo Finance, and in the future, I'm going to make a video on the 10 reasons as to why I'm bullish on Ondo. But in this video, guys, we've covered what Ondo is. We've gone through some technical analysis. We've gone through the Ondo token utility. volatilities. And now my first bull run price prediction for the Ondo token is for Ondo to reach the market cap of Avalanche AVAX at $10.59 billion. I think a nice $3.36 price point is a nice first stop for the Ondo token as we start to enter the bull run. This is roughly 50% higher than its original all-time high, and something that I can definitely see happening. A $10.59 billion market cap with all of the centralized exchanges that it's already listed on, with the backing that it has, with the partners that it has, a $10 billion market cap is not impossible. However, that is not my final price prediction for the Ondo token in the bull run. I'm way more bullish on that. I personally believe Ondo has enormous potential, and saying that, I could easily seeing it reach the market cap of Tron TRX, another layer 1 blockchain, and I know Ondo isn't a layer 1 blockchain, but I can easily seeing it reach a $25 billion market cap if of course the RWA narrative is in full force, and of course we are seeing the bull run in full action. I personally think a 7.42x taking Ondo up to just under $8 is extremely possible and still fairly conservative at the peak of a bull run. Now let's just say I was to go into full degen mode. One price prediction that may not entirely happen but could very well get close to. I personally believe that Ondo could very well reach the market cap of Dogecoin if I was to give you a full blown bull run price prediction. Even then guys, I still think $11.38 can be broken, but a 10.64x is a degen price prediction, and this would take it to around $35.9 billion. Guys, we haven't even touched the bull run yet. We haven't even touched altcoin season, and I personally think this is going to be one of the top picks. Ondo is a US cryptocurrency, and therefore we are seeing a lot of US cryptocurrencies emerge right now due to Donald Trump and the takeover. Now friends, I personally think that Ondo could easily reach that double-digit mark, but obviously I'm not a financial advisor and no one on the AltCryptoTalk team is, and therefore you must take everything we say with a pinch of salt and conduct your own research. However guys, in my personal opinion, I'm very bullish on Ondo. I'm going to be looking for that buy the dip opportunity just mentioned by Popeye himself. Myself guys, I've been dollar cost averaging into Ondo for a while. I've got it in my portfolio, and this is one that I'm going to be keeping a close eye on because it's one of my favorite real world asset cryptocurrencies. So friends, if you have any requests whatsoever in terms of reviews, tutorials, technical analysis, or whatever it may be, let us know in the comment section down below and we'd be happy to help you all. We appreciate every single one of you who tunes in, so don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video.